Kami Grayson Show, Men Talk.
Everyday me carry weight the world never sees. Pressure to lead, pressure to provide, pressure to stay strong, even when everything inside is breaking. This is Man Talk. Real conversations from a man's perspective. No masks, no ego, just truth, growth, and the courage to face what we've been taught to hide. If you're ready to elevate your mind, your relationships, your purpose, pull up a chair. Fellas, it's time to talk. Man Talk.
Well, welcome to another episode of SKST Radio, and you're tuned into Men Talk on the Kami Grayson Show, and I have a very special guest. I know y'all know this face. Y'all recognize this local face. Aaron Phillips, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Oh, my goodness. It's such an honor and treat to be here.
Oh, my.
Thank you. This is so cool because I rarely answer questions. I'm usually doing what you do.
Yeah,
Thank you, though.
Flipping the script.
Absolutely. No, I think it's great. I'm excited, man. Bring it on. I'm ready to go.
Right? His little intro, his little promo was so cute. I was like, look at him. How long did it take you to get that promo?
One take, 15 seconds, editing the beginning and the end. So I challenge myself anytime I do recordings. I'm a one take guy.
Oh, wow.
It's my own personal challenge, and 99.9% of the time, I hit it on the first.
Well, I love it. Absolutely.
That's just my own goal. Yeah, but that was fun to do.
Yeah. So
you made me look so much better.
No. Tell people who you are and what you do.
My name is Aaron Phillips, originally from New Jersey. I spent 27 years in Las Vegas, Nevada. How do they say it out there?
Nevada.
Moved here 2 years ago to the Virginia Beach. My wife was a 40-year educator. She retired. We have a daughter in Norfolk. Her twin sister's up in New Jersey. She works on Broadway. My daughter in Norfolk works in ODU, but I fell in love with this industry 21 years ago. I got involved. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
I answered an ad on Craigslist.
What?
Yep.
Are you serious?
As a heart attack. There was a production company that filmed about 6 weeks of footage of Junior Golden Gloves boxing in Mesquite, Nevada, which is about 90 minutes north of the Valley. And in post-production, they didn't like the broadcasting guy. So the production company, I had sent my resume in, never heard from them. And then 3 months later, I get an email. Hey, do you remember sending this in? I'm like, well, yes, I do. And they explained what happened. I met the owner of the production company at a Starbucks. He gave me a piece of paper with a demo script on it that had names in it with more consonants than vowels. And he said, that was great. Come to the studio for the next 3 weeks. You're going to do 2 shows. I walked into the studio having never done this at all professionally. And the gentleman, and I was hired as the color commentator. And the gentleman that I was paired with, who I'd never met before, was the play-by-play. We hit it off in 3 weeks. And when we were done after the 3rd day of taping, I looked at him. I said, we really need to do a radio show together.
Yeah.
And he was a professional athlete. I'm everyday Joe fan of sports. I think come Monday, every coach and managers are idiots when it comes to their plays and calls. But I said to him, we could talk about any topic in sports and we can give those different perspectives. And he says, I'll tell you what, I'll give you a challenge. He said, if you can get us sponsors, I'll get us airtime. I said, sure, no problem. I go home and I tell my wife this story and I go, I got one problem. She looks at me, she goes, you only have one problem? Well, for today, at this point, I do. And I said, what do I know about selling air? Think about it. What is advertising? You're just selling the value of air.
Yeah.
And luck would have it, it was meant to be for me to be in this industry. The first 3 places I walked into with no experience all said yes. And 21 years ago, the Sports Zoo on K-Shop 1400 AM was launched.
Oh, wow.
And about a year and a half later, I then got the show moved to the local Fox affiliate in Las Vegas. And the rest is history. I transitioned to internet radio 3 years later, which internet radio then is the grandchild of what we do today.
Exactly.
And I haven't looked back, and it's just been a blast. So yes, thank you, Craigslist.
Yeah, for real, man.
Yes.
It's interesting that you've come this long journey.
I'm self-made, and I say that proudly. And this is a part of a message I want to send to everybody. Just follow your passion, no matter what. I just turned 62. I changed careers at 41.
Wow.
To do what I'm doing now. And And I'll tell you, 21 years later doing this, I still have a blast doing it. Everything from events I host to my podcast to TV to guesting every once in a while, which is more nerve-wracking than anything. And I promised my wife one thing. If I wake up one morning, even for my own show that I've done now for 20 odd years, if I don't wake up with that nervous excitement for a show, that's the day I know it's time to hang up the microphone. And thank goodness, being out here for 2 years now is all brand new content and things I could talk about and people I can meet and do.
Yeah.
And it's just reinvigorated what I do for a living. So I absolutely love it.
Well, I'm glad we became friends
Yes.
on social media.
Yes.
And thank you for the contacts. you
Absolutely.
So we do have another guest.
I know we only went 1 out of 10. I'm very disappointed in the other 9.
We're going to do mental
Okay.
again. So
All right.
we'll
Let's do
that,
it.
and we're gonna
Yes.
make it
Can I
happen.
give you pictures too? The other folk, the other gentleman is later on, Brad
go ahead.
Breckenridge, good friend of mine. I met him when he was working with his previous company. I don't want to give them a plug because he's not with them anymore, but he is a fellow Chesapeake Kiwanian member to be, and he's a great guy, and he's starting his own thing now about business consulting, and look forward to hearing from him. He's a great guy.
Yeah,
So
he is.
I do.
So
I like
from
Brad.
what I know so far.
Yes.
And he did a video too. I got everything.
I know. I saw.
It's so cool. It's so cool.
And then you got a wrestler coming up too.
Yeah,
Oh my God, that's
we did
another
him
sweet spot.
already,
Oh, he
actually.
already did him.
Yes.
Okay, I love
That's
wrestling.
for you. That information
Oh,
is for you.
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrestling. Oh my God, that's another sweet spot. Okay. Anyway,
So,
sorry. I get excited. I'm sorry.
Well, it's good because I'm like that too. I get too loud. My DJ T Nice is always going, you get loud. And I'm like, I can't help it.
Right. Well, it's your job to turn it down in the back there if we're too loud.
So, but
Yes.
let's talk about you.
Okay.
What do you do for you? What do you do to make you happy? What makes you happy other than work?
I have twin daughters that are 33. They just turned 33. One of them now just got engaged.
Nice.
So we're planning a wedding, which is nerve wracking.
Yeah.
What do I do for me? You know what? I got to be honest with you. I'm old school, man. Just give me a good TV show, a recliner, my dog in my lap, my wife next to me of 37 years. During the summertime, I'm hanging. We were out in the pool earlier today, just chilling. And but yet in a weird sort of way, because what we do in this industry, what we do is fun.
Yeah.
Now, there's a lot of work that goes into it. Don't get me wrong. To prep a show, folks, I mean,
Yeah.
we may make it look easy,
Yeah.
but it's prep time.
It's a lot of work.
Right? It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of
But
work.
doing it or hosting an event or play, that's really fun. And I enjoy that. But outside of that, just give me a pool, just give me a good movie to chill out. Give me my recliner. I do CrossFit. If we had been doing this show 8 years ago, I was 354 pounds.
Really?
And I had gastric sleeve surgery because I had some medical issues. And this is actually how I met Brad at his previous employer. And now, as recently as earlier this week, I stepped on the scale at 215. I do CrossFit 2 to 3 times a week. I love CrossFit. So that's another escape for me because when I'm in the gym, I just focus on not hurting myself. So that, really kind of keeps me focused when I got 200 pounds. I'm like, please don't hurt yourself. So that's kind of what I do. That my family is important. My dad still lives in Vegas. My father-in-law lives here in Virginia Beach. My sister's family is only a 4-hour, 5-hour drive up to Jersey. So my family is a lot closer now that I can rely on, and they're my escape.
Oh,
So
that's good.
I live vicariously through my daughters.
I know.
I
Well,
do.
we kind of tend to do that,
Right.
sometimes, right? So, but yeah, I am so happy because at the end of the day, your spirit is just wonderful. I mean, your attitude. I mean, just talking to you, on social media, really,
Sure.
it really made me happy and
Thank you.
excited for you to be here.
Thank you. Listen, anytime I can impart some fun and additional stuff and even some philosophy here and there, then my time is well spent. It's been a long day. I was up early today and I had meetings after meetings. I caught a couple of hours in between, which is why I went in my pool. I'm the president of my civic league. So we had a social tonight at one of the restaurants down the road. And I said, I'm sorry, folks, I'm out here at 6:30. I am appearing on somebody else's show tonight. And so, but this is the kind of stuff I'd love to end my days with.
Yeah.
Because yes, it's energy and everything, but this is what makes what I do fun.
Yeah.
And being able to share the excitement and the passion. Some people tell me when I speak at engagements, they're like, you're just way too energetic. Well, what else would you want from a guy who does what I do?
Exactly.
You don't want me talking about paint drying. I mean, that's not fun.
Well, let me ask you this.
Yes.
So our interview is turning a little different.
So what else is new
It's
when
turning a
Aaron's
little
on the mic?
different.
That's
But
okay.
Do you like radio, or podcasts?
Oh,
You remember, I mean, how radio used to be where we didn't even have to get dressed.
no.
We would just be there. I remember at Radio Disney and on ESPN, I worked for Sandra Yancey, the
okay.
Women Network.
Yeah.
And so I was her producer and I did all this stuff. And then when she wasn't there, I guess we had to step in.
Right.
And so I had my jeans on, t-shirt.
Yeah.
You know, it was just.
See, what your viewers don't know right now is I have nothing on from the waist down. So they don't really know that. You know, I'm just sitting in my skivvies right now. No, just like newscasters are, right? No, you know, I mean, we were talking about this before we went on the air. You and I are both old school from that standpoint. I love the radio station, the boom microphones and the boards. There's just something about when that mic is hanging there and, you know, you're kind of just sitting there in the mic. But like anything, everything progresses. And the way that I do my stuff is exactly like yours with the cameras, and it's that peek behind the wizard's curtain I always loved.
Yeah, my curtain.
Right. And we can actually thank Howard Stern for that. When he left regular radio and went to Sirius XM, it was really one of the first shows where you saw a camera in a studio.
Yeah.
So I think what we do on the internet type of radio / streaming has much more advantage than the traditional AM and FM terrestrial stuff does. But when I still program my shows when I have to in a traditional radio format every 15 minutes. And if need be at 57 minutes I sign off. So we get that. So I still have that old school teaching and clockwork in my head.
And, you know, and it doesn't stop because we do too. So all of our podcasters, they are on a schedule. They're same date, same time.
Yep.
You know.
Well, you have to do that for consistency for your audience. Absolutely. Yeah.
Exactly. So hey, that's how we were brought up, right?
Of course. Discipline. Doggone it, discipline.
Which brings us to, it's time for a commercial break.
Already?
We'll be back after these messages.
Ooh, don't go anywhere.
One, two, three, four, turn it all the way up. Yo, you're locked in with street grind entertainment, repping Texas with nonstop heat. We bringing you the hottest music, exclusive videos, fire podcasts, and radio that never sleeps. This ain't just entertainment, it's a movement. Independent artists, real stories, major vibes, and nothing but straight pressure. So buckle up, lock in, and let the grind take over. Street grind entertainment, where the streets meet the spotlight and the grind.
All right, if you just tuned in, you haven't tuned in too late, you tuned into the Kami Grayson Show, and we're doing Men Talk. And man, I have Aaron Phillips here with me. And, you know, we went through the whole first half of the show, and I didn't even ask now one question on my list. So we that
was the plan.
We kind of hit on how you got started, right?
We did cover that.
And so what excites you about your career? Let's get that one in.
You know what? One of the goals that I have in working with businesses is I really focus on the small to medium-sized business, because I think that size business needs as much, if not more so, support in getting their brand and their message out than the big boys with deep budget pockets. So when I could sit down with a business that wants to market, that is struggling marketing, they need some new ideas, it's like putting a puzzle together. What is it you want to goal out of marketing? And then let's reverse engineer a plan that will get us there. So what excites me about it is coming up with a plan that excites my client, my advertiser, and seeing it come to fruition. That's what I love about what I do. It's not about me. I mean, yeah, I have fun on the mic. I have my moments, but really I focus truly on what's best for my advertiser and how we can make it successful.
Yeah, I love that too. I love, now, my favorite thing is to see when a person comes in and they've never podcasted before. And for them to, the eyes glow and they're like, oh, wow, I'm nervous. I had one lady, I kid you not, I had one lady broke out in hives.
Oh my gosh.
She broke out in hives.
Well, I offer a podcast training class, a seminar from all the years I've been doing this. And I teach it in a way that I apply the art of communication, which is a lost art nowadays in all facets of life, between people, businesses, whatever. But I applied that idea into the podcast world because it's all about content and branding. And so I assimilate it that way. And what I think the best compliment you and I can get when we have those kind of people in our studio, whether they're hosting or guests that's never done it before, and they come in like a deer in the headlights, they don't go running out of the studio with their head on fire.
Right.
But then at the end, they say, you know what, this was great. I want to come back and do it again.
Absolutely.
When you hear that, our job is complete, right? That's
the
it.
bell.
I have
There's the bell.
goosebumps just saying it right
Yeah,
now,
there's
because
the
then we've
bell.
done our job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's about them, not about me. It's about them.
Exactly. And and that's what we do.
Mhm.
And so I love that. I love what we do.
Absolutely.
I love what we do.
Could you imagine you and I doing a show? A
You
guest
know
would
what?
never get a word in between you and I with all our love and excitement for what we
But
do.
you know what? But that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, sometimes I know how to shut up sometimes. I know how. Oh, let's give him. We got 2 chairs back there, so we can do another show. We have 4 mics.
I had Brad on my show, and so a number of weeks ago we did an episode, and he was great. So you'll have fun with him too. He's a
Okay,
good guy.
absolutely.
Anyway,
Okay, so it's
Yes.
time for Men Talk question of the day.
all right,
What we
let's
got?
do it.
Welcome to Men Talk. Here is our question of the day. What is one habit you had to unlearn to step into your next level? Let us know in the comments below.
Oh my gosh, I already have an answer for that.
Okay.
When I started in this industry, I sat down with a lady who wrote a book. Her name is, she wrote a book called Testosterone Free Marketing, and Denise Michaels, Times bestseller list, the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was new to Vegas, and I was telling her about my concept of what I wanted to do. I was trying to woo her to be an advertiser.
Right.
And she said to me, she said, Aaron, there's going to be one thing you're going to need to learn, that not everybody in the business world is designed to use your product to market themselves. Because I had a mindset using the word in that question of, if you have a thought, concept, business idea, whatever it is, you should be on the air with me.
Right.
Period. I don't care who you are. And she said that to me, and I had to think back, and it took me, my wife was with me that day, and I went like, no, I can't be. It's me. It's Aaron. Everybody
Loves me.
she said, Aaron, not every business or product is designed to market the way that you're offering. And so as a business owner, the hardest thing to recognize is when business is not the right fit for you.
Right.
And that's one of the biggest lessons I've had. I'll talk to anybody. If you want to learn about what I do, I understand it may not be for you, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But you may know somebody else. And that's where I substituted that idea of, well, if it's not right for you, I accept it, gulp.
Yeah.
But you may know somebody else by taking this
Exactly.
information. And that was a big mindset change for me. So concluding, be flexible with your mindsets. That's really key.
Yeah,
So,
right. I mean,
right?
you're dead on. You're dead on.
Yeah.
Because if sometimes what he's getting at, like for me, you have to pivot.
Mhm.
If it worked, it might work in Dallas, but it does not work in Virginia.
That's right.
So you have to pivot and figure out. And she opened your eyes to
Absolutely.
to change.
Absolutely. And here I am 21 years later, still doing it. So,
there you go.
so it made sense. I didn't like it, but I accepted it.
Okay, so now it's time for our words of wisdom.
Okay.
What do you got?
Well, I've kind of peppered with a little bit, but what really the thing I want to share with anybody out there, you're never too old to follow your passion. As I said earlier, or I don't even know if I said it before I went on the air, but I know I said it to you. I mean, I just turned 62 and I started in this career 41. And at that point, most people in their early 40s are pretty much settled in their life patterns and their work habits and everything. But there's a word that has to fill in your heart and soul for getting up every morning, and that's passion for what you do.
Yeah.
If you're just doing the mundane and routine and a rut, how much you're going to put into it? But if you find something that really just fits you like a glove and is your passion, and you can't wait to get up the next morning, and you're willing to be in your office at 6 or 7 in the morning till 4 or 5, 6 at night, or continue work at home, that means you love what you're doing.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And so to me, it's all about following your whatever it is. I don't care if it's watching paint dry, mowing lawns, doing whatever it is. I told my kids when they were going through high school, I said, girls, I don't care what you do for a living, but you got to promise me 2 things. Number 1, make as much money as you can in the industry that you want to get into, as long as it's legal, but make as much money as you can. And secondly, make sure it's something you love and want to do.
Yeah.
Anything short of that, you're selling yourself short. So follow your heart and follow your passion and dreams for the future. So people depend on it.
Great words.
And that's true. People depend on you and your passion for what you do, because you don't know how it's going to affect somebody else. That's why I love what I do. Whether it's in my community service work through KIWANIS or helping nonprofits, I'm not doing it for me. I mean, I am. There's a part of it that obviously I get satisfaction in helping these other organizations, but helping these organizations like jonathancares.org or the Sisterhood Project that I'm involved with, and things like that, they're relatively new and they're making strides and they're seeing accomplishments. That's my satisfaction.
Right.
That's why, like on my shows, just like you're giving me the spotlight for me to be in the hot seat here.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you have your time in your show to do your thing. Well, on my show for the hour, I have my opening segment. That's my time that I goof and be silly. And then the 45 minutes, man, it's all about my guests. It's important for me to have them on the pedestal because too many people that do what we do still make it about them, no matter who's sitting in studio with them. And that's a shame. So I'll get off my soapbox.
No, you're good. You're absolutely good. I mean, that's what it's all about. And what you just said is very important because we do have podcasters and we want our podcasters to understand it's about your guests.
That's right.
We don't want you to bring guests on to bash or anything like that. It's about the guests. It's about building and growing and making them feel good and like they belong. Right.
Absolutely. It's their time. And some of these people have never had an opportunity to really share their thoughts or ideas in any form, let alone on a podcast interview setup. And that's why I say when they come in for the first time with that deer in the headlights, like, oh my God, I'm in a studio, like you said before. And then they're like, at the end, they're like, this is really cool. I want to do it again. That's when as a host and an MC, you've done your job because you've made them comfortable. You've helped them get their message out and they see the value in what you're doing. And if people don't see the value in what you're doing it wrong. Period. So,
or they don't know what they're talking about.
Or they don't know what they're talking about. Right. Exactly.
Absolutely. So, Aaron, tell people how they can get in contact with you and see your show.
Okay. So the best place to see everything, go to my website, newly redesigned website, The Voice of 757. Let me try that again. The Voice of 757.com, as seen on the hat here. Wow. That tells you a long day it's been. The Voice of 757.com. All my stuff is on there. So I host 2 shows on Fridays. Kiwanis Connects is all about the world of Kiwanis International Community Service from 12 to 1 p.m., both on Facebook and YouTube Live. I simulcast on 6 channels. And then my Aaron's Hour podcast, which will be moving to Friday come September. Think late night talk show, goofy, silly, fun, and no politics or religion, folks. I don't get into that. I'm an entertainer. There's enough people out there that do that. They can continue to do that. Now, my TV show, which I just started this year, I do have a face for TV. It's on public television, but hey, it's something. Thank you.
Works,
Sky 4, Saturdays from 12:30 to 1 p.m. It's called The Voice of 757. It's like my podcast, only I focus on Hampton Roads. So it's a half-hour show. And then if you miss the show on TV, that's okay. Beginning of the following week after show airs, just go to the Facebook page under the same name and you can catch all the episodes there. So again, it's thevoice757.com or you can email me at aaron@thevoice757.com.
I love it.
Or stop by and see me at Gathered Co-working in Town Center. That's where my studio is. And I'd love to meet you and give you a tour. But that's me.
Yeah. And so I appreciate you being here.
No, thank you. This has been fun. Can we do more? I want to do more.
You want to do more?
We
can do more.
Let's do more.
We can do more.
All right. Well,
he gets a golden ticket, by the way, guys.
Oh, I do. I get the golden ticket. Well, you know what we'll do? We'll have to have you come up on my podcast. You know what we should do? We should simulcast on each other's shows. So like I'll be in my studio. We'll send you a link. You in here. So we'll simulcast from each other's studio. We'll cross-brand. We'll be back soon with some great ideas.
You'll see us again. Until next time. Bye for now.
See ya.
As we close today's Men Talk, thank you for tuning into SKST Radio and SGE Radio. We truly appreciate your time and support. If today's conversation encouraged or inspired you, don't keep it to yourself. Please like, share, and subscribe so we can continue reaching more people together. Big thanks to Beats by Bro for the incredible music that keeps us moving. Until next time, stay strong, stay encouraged, and keep making a positive difference. God bless. And we'll see you on the next Men Talk.